Welcome everybody. Today in this video, I'm going to talk about why pornography is killing your brain. Okay? So basically here in this video, I'm just gonna go in couple examples, couple things that I want to always talk about, but it's like something that it's always missing in my other videos. Okay? I'm also gonna talk about my experience. This is the first thing. Okay, we're gonna go first with my experience. What happened, how did I find out about pornography, and how did it affect my life. Okay, so when it comes to pornography, first thing first, you probably saw a lot of videos. You saw that it's something that is killing your dopamine, your D2 dopamine receptor specifically, which is the case obviously, right? And it makes you hypersensitive. Actually, it desensitizes your dopamine, which means every single time you want to do something productive, you will basically feel like you just don't want to do it. Okay? Like, think about it. You need to understand that your dopamine will make you healthy. If you have a healthy dopamine, your life will become healthier. You know why? It's because if you have a good amount of dopamine, you don't really produce a lot of dopamine, you don't get this instant gratification, you always delay the gratification. Guess what's gonna happen? You will always want to do a couple small little things, okay? Things that are productive, things that will make you better as a person. So let me give you an example, right? So before, when I use it to relapse a lot, like literally a lot, let's say 3 times or twice per day, right? I was always felt like I'm doomed. Something was missing. I felt bored most of the time. I literally felt bored most of the time. And I was like, okay, wait. I forgot what was my purpose, right? My purpose was to make people quit this addiction, okay? But for my case, right, that was way before, a couple months ago, I was still relapsing. But obviously I wasn't watching sexual content, I was watching something else, okay? And then I was like, wait, I'm doing this for a reason. It's because I wanted to save myself from watching those type of content, but also to stop relapsing and actually abstain my seeds, okay? And because if you think about it, the phase when I abstained my seeds, okay, or I retained my seeds, right? It was like this 3 months. And in this 3 months, it was a life changing for me. A life changing for me. It made me get better decisions, okay? I started to take way better decisions, okay? Like taking better decisions, already gonna come up with your own knowledge, okay? So everything is mindset, everything is mental, right? But think about it, right? Because your nervous system is connected to your testicles, your balls, right? It's also connected to your brain, okay? And this is crazy. I just forgot who found out about this. It was a person, I think a genius, I don't really remember. But the only thing that I can tell you, well, I did a lot of research and I found out that the nervous system, literally, it's in your whole body, right? And it's connected from your testicles to your brain. So this is gonna give you an idea of why, or what happens when you retain your seeds for a long amount of time, and why do you feel good when you do this? Like generally, when you start to abstain your seeds, you start to feel better. And think about it, if I did not abstain my seeds, I'm not gonna be making this video right now, okay? I'm not gonna be able to make this video. I'm telling you, every single time I abstain my seeds or I retain my seeds, I always get this hunger, all the time, literally. Like I really cannot emphasize this enough. Every single time I abstain or I retain my seeds, I always get this hunger. And I got this hunger, and basically what I did is just I started to train again. I was like, wait, it's been a long time I did not train, and I feel like something is missing, you know what I'm saying? Like when I used it to relapse a lot before, basically, yes, I still had the same purpose, but I felt empty. And every single time I call my girlfriend, she's always telling me she's doing something. She's journaling, she's watching her favorite TV show, she's planning for the future, like small little goals, creating, and so on, basically. And I was like, wait, what the frick? That doesn't make sense. How does she got too much ideas and I have zero ideas? Do you get what I'm saying? Right? And from that day on, I was like, okay, maybe, when I returned in my seats, well, no, maybe, but obviously it makes sense. When I returned in my seats in this 3 months, I was very creative, okay? And another information that I want to add is when you are, right, creative, or when you abstain your seeds, or when you retain your seeds, whatever you want to call it, right? When you retain your seeds, you start to create. And creating is like, how can I explain it? It's something that God gave us for a reason, okay? It makes us feel like gods. Well, obviously, you know, I have a religion. I only believe in one God, obviously. You can call it universe if you want to. I don't really care, you know what I'm saying? But the only thing that I want you to understand is when you create, you feel like, let's say you feel like God, okay? So think about it. Why open words, video games, right? Why are they so popular? Just like Minecraft, why? It's because you can create things. And when you start to create things in your world, when it comes to Minecraft, right? You feel this fulfillment. You feel like you are literally doing something, but you're not. And this is their plan when it comes to, you know, Mojang. You probably don't know. It's what do you call it? Like an industry that created Minecraft, right? Big game, one of the most popular games. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why it became so popular. It's because it makes you create. It makes you take off your creativity into something that will make you fulfilled. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, instead of building in a video game, why don't you take the same creativity and build it into your real life? You get what I'm saying? This is why people that are super creative they always, like, how can I say it? They're so freaking lazy. They're lazy and ambitious, right? They're super, super lazy. But once they find their purpose, or once they understand how their potential works, or they create their own path that will make them have this potential or feel like fulfillment from small goals, from achieving goals, right? That's it. They will literally be unstoppable. And this applies to you as well, you know? I can tell you one thing for sure, that we are all humans. We are all same species, okay? We are the most improved species or creature in this freaking world, okay? Maybe maybe aliens in another universe, right? In another planet or star, whatever you want to call it. But here, for a fact, from now, I can tell you that the most improved creature is us, human being. So just think about it, right? Human beings, they created countless amount of people. I will give you just one example, because I was literally sitting there and I was talking with my uncle about this thing, okay? And I told him, that's crazy how human beings can create crazy stuff. And he said, well, that makes sense. Because think about it, right? Because what was the topic was AI, right? And he said, well, think about it. Humans, they were just kind of, quote, manifesting, or just thinking about creating something like a plane, or something made from iron that flies by in the sky, right? And guess what happens? 55 something like this years later, actually, they created a plane. Okay, like, you don't understand how crazy our mind is until you start to study your own mind, or your own brain, right? Whatever you want to call it. So by my own meanings, what I want you to understand from this video is pornography is a trap. Okay, I always say this, but pornography is a trap that they made it for a reason. They created it for a reason. Okay, I can talk about video games, I can talk about alcohol, I can talk about all different type of addictions, but this one specifically, when it take your life force, literally your life force, your semen, the white diamond, whatever you want to call it, right? The semen that give you this extra energy, okay, that compounds over time. And the more you produce it, the more you have a higher testosterone. Like, think about it. This is why you take zinc. This is why you take magnesium. All of those things. Why? Maybe to boost your testosterone. But if you abstain your seeds, you will boost your testosterone. And here is a little thing, because I know there is this scientific study that is Chinese, if I don't remember, or Japanese, that said when you abstain or when you retain your seeds for 7 days, on the seventh day, boom, there is an improvement, right? But after a couple of days, the line start to regulate, become like normal, okay? It doesn't really go down, it comes back to the normal phase. But here is the thing, right? Because think about it. If you generally want to boost your testosterone, it's all mental. It's all mental, and I don't care what you have to say. You can eat well, you can sleep well, you can train 6 times or 7 times, which is even not good. It will destroy your testosterone, right? One thing for sure is that if you retain your seeds and you use or you transmute the sexual energy or your life force into something that will make you more manly, you will always have a higher testosterone, okay? And if you want to be respected by other people, you need a higher testosterone. And how? Like, all of those roads leads to what? Leads to C to SR, okay? SR, semen retention, retaining your seeds. So just think about it for a second, right? Because I can keep yapping in this video and keep giving you examples and so on, basically, but if you just don't, if you did not try it to retain your seeds, give it a try. Give it a try. You have nothing to lose. You have everything to win. Give it a try. Literally, give it a try. And I'm telling you from my own experience, when I found out about pornography, is I was literally sitting there and there is a guy who was playing football. I already made a video about it. And I'm saying I'm not going to go too deep into it. You will find it in the end of this video, or you're going to find it the first link in the description. I highly suggest you to give it a try, just watch it and you can get an idea, okay? But I'm telling you, one thing is for sure, is that pornography, the reason why it's more present, especially at the age of 12, 13, something like this, right? It's there for a reason. They push it for a reason. Your prefrontal cortex, specifically here, this is the prefrontal cortex, which is the one that give you, or you can call it the frontal lobe, you can call it prefrontal cortex, right? But basically, this is the one that make you have a better decision taking. This is the one that make you maintain your social expectations. This is the one that basically make you a human, if I can call it like this, right? And if you just improve it a little bit, this is why, I don't know, I'm not really sure about this, but I see sometimes people that have like their prefrontal cortex is so improved that you can see it here, like it's a little bit forward when it comes to your face, right? I'm not really sure, maybe it's just bone mass, okay? But one thing for sure, like I've told you, is if you give it a try, if you retain your seeds, I really, really wish, that I knew about this when I was younger. It's because it's a freaking life-changing, okay? So, just to give you a little bit of context, I used it to study in a French school, and I was the best football player there, right? I was the fastest shortest runner, because we can call it runner. I was pretty athletic. I was very athletic, okay? When it comes to 100 meters, I was the fastest. When it comes to football, I was the best, literally. But guess what happens? Because I was relapsing, over time, it's gonna compound. And I don't know if you watched a movie. Damn, I literally forgot the name, but Rocky. Yeah, it's Rocky, probably, right? When he was training, and then if I don't remember, there was like 2 women that came to him actually when he was training, and then they started to, like, the coach saw those 2 women, and I was like, he was so freaking mad. and they told him, go away, right? And the freaking, what do you call it? The old man was really angry. Like you can see the anger in his eyes, literally. And then he said something very important to Rocky. He said, women weakens legs. And this is true. Why? It's because if you focus, if you put all of your focus into attracting women instead of actually trying to improve your life or build your life, you will do nothing. And this is why I'm telling you as well from other people's experience as well, because I saw this guy when he said that he had a crazy, like he wasted his 20s. He said this. He said that he wasted his 20s by what? By alcohol, chasing girls, chasing women, smoking, drinking, parties, and all of these things, right? This is your competition, by the way. I just want to add this, but this is your competition, okay? If you are in your mid-20s or late 20s, it doesn't matter. Even if you're in your 30s, right? The competition is always there. You need to understand this, that the competition is always there. The only thing that you have to do, right? Because I just said competition, like it's too broad to understand. But you need to understand that if you want to compete, or if you want to always like win your competition, right? You just need to win against yourself. Because the only competition that you have is against yourself. Yeah, maybe you want to compete with other people, but why don't you compete with yourself first? Why don't you build yourself, conquer yourself first, and then you can have whatever the frick you want in this life. Okay? Like, this is the only thing that I can tell you for now. Gooning or masturbation or watching pornography at the same time masturbating killed my career when it comes to school as well. It made me lazy, very lazy. I had very bad grades, even though I didn't really care about school because I don't see any value in it, right? But at least when at the age of, let's say 16, 17, yeah, I started to feel like I'm slower. I was not the fastest anymore. I was not the best football player anymore. I felt like something was missing. And this thing that was missing was obviously my purpose and my life force. So, this is my last message. If you want to quit this addiction, I highly suggest you to go check the first description. And you can also watch this video when it comes to my story. I highly suggest you to watch it as well. That's all I have to say for this video. If you want me to make more of those videos, let me know in the comments. If you have any more questions, please let me know in the comments as well. And remember that life is all about lessons. Learn as much as you can. I love you. Take care of yourself. Mwah.